Hi everyone, welcome back. Previous video I talked a little bit about some of the warp yarns that I would never use. What I didn't talk about was some of the weft yarns that I really do like to use, or also conversely might not use at all either. So one of the things that people continually ask me about is weaving with what we call tea yarn in South Africa and using it as weft. And what tea yarn is it's kind of offcuts from the t-shirt making industry. So it's extremely stretchy. And it's horrible to use in your weft because what happens is that it stretches. As you put it into your shed, it stretches out. But as soon as you release the tension, it pulls back in again and you get this huge draw in on your selvages. So this kind of really stretchy t-shirt yarn is not good to use for your weaving. It's so tempting because we all think it will make wonderful bath mats and doormats and stuff like that. And it potentially could, but it's horrible. It really just doesn't work out at all. Now this one, on the other hand, which also looks like a tea yarn, but it isn't, is in fact a braided kind of structure. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but this is cotton and it has practically no stretch at all. This works really, really well. It goes under the brand name of Papatya. It's not particularly easy to get hold of, but it's really cost effective and it gives a good result. Comes in a nice variety of colors when you can find it. So it's worth looking out for that. Obviously the Papatya brand name applies to South Africa. Unfortunately, I can't advise any of my overseas viewers on an equivalent. I can, however, show you something that I absolutely love to weave with. And I use it often and I use it over and over again. And it costs me absolutely nothing because it comes from old clothes and old bed linen and old anything that's in the house. And that is fabric strips. So these, the lot that I've got here is all polycotton. And if I've got something that sort of really needs to be retired, I give it a wash and I just cut it up into strips about 1 inch wide or 2.5 centimeters. And these are great for weaving anything. So bath mats, table mats, nice colors can make great table mats. Anything that kind of needs a fairly robust weave, it absolutely wonderful. I think that in this day and age we're just so used to chucking away stuff that we're not going to use anymore, that's a bit worn out. Maybe, you know, a couple of old shirts and jeans and what have you that are not worth repairing anymore. And this is a great way to reuse them and to upcycle them. And so just to show you a few of the things that I have made, just a couple of examples that I kind of fished out. This is an iPad cover that I made years and years and years ago for my iPad. And you can see it's got a beautiful texture. And this is just a random selection of colors. You can see there's a little bit of denim in there. Goodness knows where this stuff came from. I haven't got a clue. But it's on a cotton warp with 1 pick of cotton weft between each pick of the fabric weft. And you can play with your colors. And as I say, the best thing about this project is that it doesn't cost anything. So here is a beach bag that I also made using fabric strips. And you can see with, you know, I don't want to say a clever choice of colors, but with a good choice of color and a fairly random arrangement of cotton and strips and what have you, you can actually produce something really, really nice. Now this bag, this is an origami bag, and I'm just going to hold it up and show you a little bit better what it looks like. You can see it has this interesting sort of folded arrangement here. It's a fun project. It's a really, really fun project, and in Japan, the use of fabric strips for this sort of thing comes under the heading of sakiori. Not to be confused with saori, but sakiori. And that's kind of where the idea for that came from. That bag has a free pattern on Patreon. If you go to my Patreon page, which is called The Weaving Diaries, and I'm going to put the link in the comments below, you will find under my shop section a pattern for the bag, which is a free pattern. So if you're interested, pop along there and download the pattern and enjoy it. Don't underestimate the value of these cotton strips. I actually have a whole big tub of them, and every so often I kind of get stuck in and I make something with them, and it always turns out beautifully. It's got beautiful texture, it's got a nice kind of feel to it. It just feels homely, but it doesn't feel tacky. It's one of my favorite things to weave. So, as I said, if you go along to my Patreon page, the pattern is there. If you can't find it, you can drop me an email or just send me a message via my website, and I'll send it on to you as a PDF. But please feel free to go and enjoy it. And if you do enjoy it and you would like to subscribe to my Patreon page, that would be very much appreciated. So, as I say, don't neglect your old clothes, your worn out linens, your tea towels that have seen better days. You can use them again and make something really attractive and serviceable with them. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.